For Mekhi Becton, this year was supposed to be about celebration. Fresh off a Super Bowl victory with the Philadelphia Eagles, a massive $20 million deal with the Los Angeles Chargers in his back pocket, and the promise of a fresh start on a new team, everything seemed to be falling into place. But just as he was gearing up for another chapter in his NFL career, life threw him a curveball that no contract, no championship ring, and no highlight reel could prepare him for. The 6'7" offensive lineman took to social media with a plea that shook his followers to their core. It wasn't about football or fame, it was personal. PSA: "My mom needs a kidney. If anyone can help, please, please, please let me know," Becton wrote, the desperation and urgency in his message slicing through the screen. His mother, Simone, the woman who raised him and worked tirelessly as a chef to help support his dreams, now found herself in the fight of her life. And Becton, for all his strength on the field, was suddenly just a son trying to save his mom. The outpouring of support came swiftly, like a wave crashing over social media timeline. "What? No, I'm so sorry, Mekhi. I'll keep you and your mom in my thoughts," one fan wrote. Others flooded in, praying for you and your family big ticket, and wishing your family the best. Fans, teammates, and even rivals sent love, prayers, and encouragement, not to the football star, but to the son, the brother, the man behind the helmet. It was a reminder that even the biggest, strongest athletes have hearts that can break too. While dealing with the emotional weight of his mom's health crisis, Becton also had to stay mentally locked in for the next phase of his career. His recent 2-year deal with the Chargers marked a new beginning, a shot at redemption after a rocky start in the league. After being drafted in the first round in 2020 by the New York Jets, injuries derailed his early momentum. The massive lineman battled knee problems and was often sidelined during his time in New York, struggling to gain consistency and rhythm. But things turned around in Philadelphia. There, he was reinvented. Not just as a player, but as a man. Coaches transitioned him to guard, and it worked like magic. Suddenly, he wasn't just holding the line, he was dominating it. Alongside a ferocious offensive unit, he carved out running lanes for Saquon Barkley and anchored one of the most powerful offensive lines in football. His Super Bowl performance sealed his comeback story, proving to the league and to himself that he belonged among the elite. Now in Los Angeles, Becton is joining forces with Joe Alt, another towering presence at 6'8". Together, they're expected to form one of the most intimidating offensive duos in the game, and Becton's excited about the possibilities. "The sky's the limit," he said during a recent press conference, grinning ear to ear. Speaking of Alt, he added, "He's like a dancing bear, so light on his feet. Wasn't what I expected it to be. I'm where I'm supposed to be." For Becton, who's 2 years removed from knee surgery and healthier than he's been in a long time, this isn't just another contract, it's a fresh canvas. Still, no matter how high the stakes are on the field, nothing compares to what he's facing off of it. His mom's health hangs in the balance, and his heartfelt post wasn't just a cry for help, it was a vulnerable, courageous move that humanized him in a way no sports documentary ever could. The same hands that pancake defensive linemen every Sunday are now clenched in hope, praying for a miracle. And behind the brawny frame is a son who just wants more time with the woman who made him who he is. This chapter in Becton's story isn't just about football anymore. It's about family, sacrifice, and the stark reminder that even giants need saving sometimes. His teammates and coaches have rallied around him, offering whatever support they can, but it's the larger football community, the fans, the strangers, the people who've never met him, that are showing the true power of empathy. As the season approaches, Becton will suit up with the Chargers, shoulder to shoulder with Joe Alt, ready to battle defensive lines across the league. But even as the crowd roars and the cameras roll, there will be a quiet fight playing out in the background, one that won't make the highlight reels, one that's far more important than any touchdown or tackle. This is more than a sports story. It's a human one, a son reaching out to the world for a lifeline, a mother who's given everything, now in need of something only a selfless stranger might provide, and a man, built like a tank, who just wants to hold on to the one person who's always had his back.